Sunday, December the 15th, 2019. A quick video here on Bitcoin, and I'll explain why with the details about the altcoins at the end of today's episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. First of all, starting off in the weekly view here, looking at our main indicator set in Bitcoin, it is still looking down, down, down. We've got to hold these levels, Captain, or we're going down. And I see a whole bunch of selling activity. The MACD is holding steady negative. There is no indication of a turnaround here, but instead it feels like that snow on the hot tin roof sensation where it is about to have a big spike down. It does look scary, but as we get into the closer time frames, there is some indication that there may be a divergence of less selling and maybe a crossover here that could hold itself up. But as I go in closer to the MACD specifically, the daily is about to cross negative, and to me that's extremely bearish. And I don't know, because as I get rid of the indicators and the details below, we can see that we have a 1, 2, 3 formation here. We do have higher lows setting up. If we do break this downtrend line, there are bullish action signals here. And it's a scary zone because of the wicks that we've had in all of these trading zones before. So any trading here, I recommend be super, super small and wait for things to settle out and pick a direction before you're going anywhere big in a long position, just because of all of our weekly indicators. As we go into the Ichimoku cloud, it still looks negative. As we go into the daily time frame, it looks negative too, but the blue line is getting very close to crossing the red line, and that could be a short-term bullish move if that crosses over. There are some bullish indicators in here. In the 12-hour time frame, the blue is still below the red. We're still negative here. I can hear the selling going on behind me. I've set up a live feed to capture all of the liquidations, and that is over on the other live stream. I'll leave a link down below so you can just leave that open. It's great, you can just hear when the selling is coming in. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this. I'm going to zoom in. The 4-hour time frame is still negative. It's below the cloud. The blue is below the red. Everything is looking bearish, that we're just about to get a strong breakdown from here, right? Like could be right now. I can hear it. In the 1-hour time frame, no, 4 hours still. 1-hour time frame still looks negative. We can see just a dip down in that candle. Let's zoom right in. This is the selling that we're hearing behind me right now. And we can see the cloud is twisting negative as we're going. Let's go see what the Bollinger Band is saying, because we are decidedly below the mid-range on the weekly, which means that it is a bearish zone at this time. Now as we zoom in on the 1 day, this is the mean reversion buy signal. If we're going to do a mean reversion buy signal, this is the range right at the edge of this band. We'll see how this plays out, because the Ichimoku cloud is also saying there could be a reversal coming up right off of this. Love doing these daily scans so that I can look back on it later and figure out what exactly really did happen and how am I supposed to read these into the future, because right now it's getting fuzzy for me. I don't see what it's all a mean reversion area actually for 12-hour, for 1 day, and for 4-hour. Now when we get into the 1 hour, it is not, but we are in the 15-minute. We'll see how this plays out. I am definitely watching this and setting up some additional studies I'll share with you in the future. For indeed, I am working with a Bollinger Band specialist and a programming specialist, and we'll see how this all works out together. Now, let's go on to the most exciting part is, wow, no, this isn't it yet. This is the longs and this is the shorts over on Bitfinex. And this is the most curious thing, is that from the 25th of November until now, the longs have gone absolutely crazy, believing the market has hit a bottom and it's going to turn around. And this is the time to be buying, because it's going to be going to the moon and $100,000 from here. And it seems like all of these people agree that it's not time to go short. They don't think it's going down. Otherwise, they would be holding a short position. In fact, they've reduced. which is one of the main factors that makes me think that this formation is it's not going to hold. It's going to continue breaking down further and sharply. And so this disparity of the number of longs versus the number of shorts over the same time frame here in Bitcoin makes me think that the prices are going to go for a huge dump down, and they're going to continue this downtrend against what the crowd is thinking. That's why I set up that live stream for the bull market watch, so that for the liquidation watch, so that we could be watching everything pan out and record it, so that afterwards we can go back and see what actually did happen from this moment. And it's a specific moment because of the longs versus the shorts. For me, the most exciting part is what is going on with Bitcoin dominance, because when it comes out of this zone, it's going to be with some fervor. And I do believe in the altcoins. I do believe in the technology and all that stuff, on and on. And because they're so low cap and they've been ignored for so long, when money does flow into them at all from scared Bitcoin holders, they are going to absolutely moon. And there is a specific segment of them that are showing themselves to stepping up right this moment. We are moving away from the neutral stance, massive neutral stance, not really super bearish, massively neutral. And they've all gone flat sideways for so long that when this goes from alert to hold status, it's going to be in a huge wave. And we saw yesterday we were under, 7 or 8% in the alerts on Binance. And today we're up to almost 17% of the coins on Binance are in an alert stance overnight. And I think that in the next few days, there are going to be a huge number of them doing this. And so we've been doing a ton of work to get ready over on the website. You can come and take the free webinar so you understand our complete trading system that we're using on the altcoins. But there is the limited pre-launch of our Bull Market Watch Trading View script, which is we take everything that we're doing in the Bull Market Watch, all of the manual work that we've been doing to input these things over the years, and we've had it coded into a script that automates the entire process. And there are only 4 more licenses for that script so that you can have the entire machine that we're using, plus all the support to set it all up. After those 4 are done, the price goes up to $699 for this entire machine. Now, I'm going to sign off. Let's go back into Bitcoin prices. These are amazing days. I can't wait to see how this all plays out. I'll be turning my attention to the liquidation watch live stream as I hear this noise pick up. So if you want to join me over there, I'll roll my chair over to that computer when the market gets active. Cheers, that's it for today's episode. I'll see you tomorrow on another episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin.